Daredevil. Do you like that? That was a little nod to what the sound effect sounds like in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Whatever. This is Daredevil. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. I have wanted a Daredevil, a Bullseye, at Elektra for quite some time. I don't know quite what to expect. I really haven't looked at anything for this. All that I know is that the Daredevil is on the Renew Your Vows body, which, eh, well, we'll talk about it once I get into it. But this is the new plastic-free packaging. I like this. If this is what they did from now on, if this is what all the boxes look like, I'd be fine with that. I would prefer comic book art, but if they had to choose, if they had to use the figures, I like this. It's a fun action pose. It shows off what you could possibly do with the figures, so I quite like that. On the side, just some product shots of Elektra and Bullseye. On the back here, all the figures and all their accessories. And on this side, a product shot of Daredevil, which I'm sure is what a lot of people are getting the set for. I'm getting it for all three because I don't have any of these. So I'm really just excited to have these three. So yeah, let me just let's crack it open. Well, here they are, all three next to each other, Daredevil, Bullseye, Elektra, and you might notice that I have the alternate head for Elektra on the figure, as opposed to the one that came packaged in the box. That's a reason I will get to, but for now, these are all three standing next to each other, and I think they do look pretty good. I really do. For me personally, the standout is Elektra. I think she's the best of this three-pack, which I'm sure probably disappoint some of you, because I'm certain a lot of you are buying this for just Daredevil, and if that's the case, cancel the order. Do not buy this. If you want this for Daredevil, do not buy this pack because this is not a good Daredevil for me. I do not like this for Daredevil at all. And the reason I don't like it is because it's on the Renew Your Vows body. And that is a good body mold, 100% for certain, but it is way too small and way too scrawny for Daredevil. When you bring Bullseye and you put him next to him, I think Bullseye might have a little bit of height on him. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just perspective, but I think that's not right. I feel like he should definitely have been on the Vulcan body, and that's what I wanted when I saw the renders. I was hoping it was the Vulcan body, but it wasn't. It's the Renew Vows body. Again, good body, not what I want for Daredevil, though. I don't think we would need this level of articulation for this figure. I appreciate it, but I don't think it would be necessary. And if that means it would cut the price down some too, because it would lose 2 points, or I think 3 points of articulation, if that meant we would lose that, fine by me. Absolutely fine by me. I would much rather have that. I like the bigger body. I like the joints feel tighter on my Vulcan as opposed to my Spider-Man. Than this Daredevil for certain. I would like that more. But that's a tangent for later. As you can see, these are all three next to each other. And let's start with Daredevil. Yeah, let's start with Daredevil. And here he is. He looks fine. I don't it's a mixed bag for me because I've wanted a classic Daredevil, I really have, but I also have the Marvel Unlimited one, which I did open. I opened after I got this because I wanted to compare, and I like this one more. I know it's on the old body, the Bucky Cap body that we've had for 6-7 years, but it feels better. I like it more, and I like the size. He's a bit bigger. That's the way it should be for me. Matt Murdock he's fast, and he's got Spider-Man like agility, but he's also a bruiser. He's big. He's built. He's a boxer. So that's what he should look to me. He should have a stockier build. This is more of a lean runner's build, which fits for Spider-Man. It does not fit for Daredevil for me. So I don't like the body, and that's already off to a bad start. So, but just moving him out of the way real quick. Back to Daredevil. You know, it's the renewed articulation, so it's fantastic, and you can get him into some amazing poses, which I have taken some pictures of, and I do love the fact that you can get him in all these intense, crazy poses, which works for Daredevil, yeah, but at the end of the day, he's a bit too small and a bit too scrawny for me. And one thing I really don't like about this is, if you notice, it's just this flat, monotone red. I'd be surprised if you can even notice the double D on his chest, because it's so hidden. It's almost orange, and it doesn't work. It should have had, for me personally, the way you could have just made this, if these arms and these legs were molded in a slightly deeper red, and you just painted these the same colors to the rest of the body, it would have been perfect. And add a little bit of black for the around the Daredevil logo, just a little bit of black on the outline. It would have been fine. And I might end up doing that. I might end up just trying to do that myself. But for now, it's a disappointment, I would say. It is a disappointment. Now, let's take a look at some of his accessories, though. Now, as for his accessories, they are a bit more limited than some of the others. He has a lot less than all the other figures. He comes with a set of C-grip hands, which unfortunately are just not very good, and they don't hold the billy clubs very well. And one thing I really don't like is, if you notice, you can see that there's molded in fingernails. So it's not even that like these are gloves. These are just hands painted red, which looks it's the tiny little thing that just absolutely makes this a million times worse for me. Just that one little detail really just throws it off. And he comes with a set of just regular clasped punching hands. If I can focus, those are fine. That's just fine. And he comes with, of course, his billy clubs, which he should do. They have 2 little pegs in here for the other accessories that he comes with, which are these 2 rope pieces. You have one that's sort of a longer one with a little bit of a turn here, and a one that is more of a zigzag pattern. Now you can attach them through the pegs in here, and they just snap in. You just wait, here's a little click, and they snap in. And these are nice. I think they're very cool. I definitely do like it, although apparently these are from the Daredevil Shadowland figure, which I do not have. So these are new to me. All this is new to me. Everything in this set is new to me, which is why I wanted it, because I don't have any of these figures. So, that's just, it looks fine. Cool. Now let's move to Bullseye. Now, as for Bullseye, surprisingly, a standout for this for me. I was not expecting to like this guy as much as I did, but I really do. This is the same Bullseye from the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave a while ago, except he has a blue torso, which is from his solo run he had a couple years ago. That's what this is based on, and I think it looks good. I don't have the classic version of Bullseye. I have a Toy Biz Bullseye, which I cannot find, which is a bummer because I wanted to have a comparison for these two. If I find it, while I'm editing this, I'll take some pictures, I'll put it in here, but I don't know where it is, and it's bugging me. But, this is actually a really solid standout figure for me. However, it does go down a grade. Again, it's like, yeah, you're doing it pretty well. Oh, you did right back down. It just got worse. And that reason is because, if you notice, he has a holster here. Right here. You might be wondering why it's empty. He's not holding his pistol. No, it's because they didn't include it. They did not include the pistol in for his holster. And it's not like they don't have that mold anymore. They used the exact same mold for the Madam Hydra figure, which came out this year, which apparently is not very good. I don't have it. But they used that exact same mold, which is what this holster is meant for. So they have it. They just didn't want to put it in. And that is annoying. That is really annoying. And I don't have that pistol. So I'm sure a lot of you are saying, well, you can always just use one from like a fodder box or whatever. I don't have that pistol because I've only been collecting for about 2 years now. So I don't have that one. This is a brand. All these figures are brand new for me, so I don't have any of the accessories for it. So what I've been doing is I have a pistol from Dr. Doom, from the God King Doom, and I've just been putting it in there just to hold it, and it doesn't look fantastic, but it's just, I just put it in there just that way it doesn't feel so empty, and I just wish I didn't have to do that. And that is it's just what a misstep. I can't believe that. That is terrible. And for the body, I mean, it looks fine. Everything else looks really good. I like this a lot. I love the head sculpt here. The alternate head sculpt is my favorite. Can you focus, please? Would that be nice? Thank you. I think this looks fun. It looks cool. I love Bullseye. Bullseye is fantastic. This is a really good head sculpt. I like this body. I like the whole torso. It looks great. Everything here is something that I like. I really enjoy it. But unfortunately, it's just that it was missing a piece that completes the set, so it just makes it feel like I got an incomplete box set, which I paid $86 for because I paid shipping, because I don't have the Pulse Premium, so I had to pay shipping for that. So that's annoying. Now, as for accessories, he has a set of punching hands, a set of gripping hands to hold the knife that it comes equipped with, a right extending pointing finger hand, and a left hand where he is throwing a set of knives. I meant to say left when I had the pointing finger hand, but I messed it up, so that's my bad. And his alternate head, which I think is absolutely amazing, and it is based off of the time when, after if I can focus, please. I think it's having trouble focus because his head is the same color as my hand. So that's irritating. But it is a version of him where he has the scar on the middle of his head, middle of his forehead, because at one point he did have a tattoo there until Daredevil, with I think a sharpened rock or something, clawed a series of circles like a bullseye into his head and went with this one's for Karen, this one's for Elektra, and this one's for me. And it's such a good scene. And it's very earned. It's so good. And I love that we have this, and he's screaming like a maniac. It's really good. This is a really good head, and I'm actually taking to putting it on my classic yellow suit Daredevil head and just giving him a machine gun to make him look like a complete nut job. And now I move to Elektra. Oh, Elektra. Oh, but where do I start? This is a good figure. I really liked it. I had a great time taking some pictures of it. I only got like 2 or 3 in. You see, I only got a few in because, as you can see on screen right now, the neck peg broke like less than an hour out of the package. I went to just change the head. I went to pull it up, and the peg just went snap. Just nope, did not want to come off. And so the whole peg came off. I pried it out with a like a hook that was on my pocket knife and popped it out. I glued the peg in to the neck, and I just have this headpiece on, and I can't move her neck, her head in any way. She's basically become a static statue now. So I really can't review this very well because it's a broken toy. It's a real shame because this was honestly the figure that I was looking forward to the most. This, in my opinion, is the best figure of this whole set, and I wish that wasn't the case. I wish that this wasn't the best one, so that way I could have some other things that I could say more positively about the others. But the Daredevil is a B, maybe a C for me. The Bullseye is a B because it's just decent. This would have been an A for me because I love this head sculpt. It's based on the Marco Cicchetto art / Frank Miller era art, and she's a lot of great accessories. You got the 2 sides, a bunch of different hands. She's got this awesome katana, and I think it's great, and I love it, and I wish that I could just love it even more. And I should have a whole section talking about how great this figure is, but I can't because it's broken, and that completely just makes me not want to buy this set. I wish I hadn't bought it. I actually asked for a refund, so I cannot recommend this set to you on good conscience. If you're a Daredevil fan and you're buying this set because you want Daredevil, I cannot recommend it to you. I seriously can't. Don't buy it. Don't buy it if you like Daredevil and you just want Daredevil, because this figure is not worth the $80 price tag. It's just not. It's just a flat red brick with a little bit of detail on the torso and a tiny bit of face sculpt work. It is not worth the money. And you might get unlucky like me, and you might have a broken Elektra. So who knows? And also, the friggin' Bullseye is missing an accessory out of the box. Like, it's not even like a QC issue, it just doesn't come with it. So, yeah. Not accurate in any way I want. Broken out of the box, missing pieces. This is a complete failure of a box set. Do not buy this. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I can't stop you if you're going to do it anyways, if you already got it in your mind. This video isn't going to change anything. But all I'm saying is I don't recommend it. I'd normally put in some work to have some figure comparisons and some size comparisons or whatever, but it's just not worth it to me personally with this set. It's just not worth it. I'm still waiting on a refund or at least a replacement, anything for this, because this is just not worth it to me. So if you did like this and you enjoyed hearing me rant like a child for the past minute, then please please comment, please subscribe, all that. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to find other things to review or talk about because I don't want to keep giving Hasbro money if they keep giving us subpar figures that break out of box. And I don't want to have to pay $25 for a Black Panther that is not worth $20. So, whatever. Thanks for sticking to the end of this. I really hope you have a good day.